Are we live? I am in my other studio here. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Haven't really been eating McDonald's lately, but right now I am. Numbnuts, what's going on? Eric, how's it going, brother? Automatic, Jay, Milan, how you doing? All right, so the reason why I wanted to come on here and do a public one, as you guys know, I have not been doing any of this stuff publicly for quite some time. Some of you guys don't know that, and you might be wondering, what I am doing. I do have a public account, and I do have a private account. The private one is where all the work's done. That's what I felt was right. Stepped away from the public stuff. I don't know how you guys feel. I just felt like it's a big distraction. You can easily get caught in the narrative, emotions. Next thing you know, you're reading all these comments. It sucks you in, man. The AI wins. The AI wins. It's got you, and you're doing what? Could you be looking for attention, likes, and stuff? You can easily. We all have still have that ego and stuff, and can easily get dragged into that world. So I had to control myself. I deactivated multiple times. And then the last time I deactivated, I didn't know that they would wipe my Mr. Level Up account. So my main account that some of you guys know me from, where you guys found me from 2019, Goosenecks, Dry Erase Boards, it was this at Mr. Level Up account. So I still have that account. However, it's wiped. I have no followers. I have no following. I'm not asking you to follow me, and I want all my followers back. Obviously, if that was important to me, I would have been on there doing it heavily and, all that good stuff. So no offense to anybody out there that likes to do that. I just am looking at the world differently. I think it's a distraction. However, if you still want to connect with me, I will use it for purposes of communication. Every now and again, I might post something, but I will not live there. And I just think it's a huge distraction. So I do all my stuff privately. I was a little bummed out from it only because there is people that were asking me, Chris, I want to get into the private group. I told them that let's just go for January. I do all my signups in January. There is no, I don't market what I do. It's very private. It's very stealthy because I'm doing it for different reasons. I'm trying to crack the code. I'm trying to read AI. AI is trying to read me. I'm trying to read it. Without going into details, I think I'm very grateful for that decision I made, and I've had a ton of success, I would say, over the last 2 years, believe it or not. Very quiet about it. I don't flex my wins, but had quite a few with the group, and I think that they're pretty happy too with what we've discovered and our tight group. So the reason why I'm saying that is because we have a very more mature group. There's probably about 60 of us, dwindled down from 600, believe it or not. And I'm okay telling that because that's what I'm looking for. So about 10% of everyone that was kind of, signed up on public and stuff, it went down to 60 people. If you are somebody that are taking things seriously, not a toxic person, I'm not interested in low vibrational stuff anymore in my life. I'm sure some of you guys aren't as well. That's emotional toxicity, blame game stuff, not holding yourself accountable. If I will open up, it'll be on MrLevelUp.app. As you can see right here where it says MrLevelUp.app. It'll be there. I'm going to go back over to the chart here because we're going to jump on the charts. I just want to let everyone know the reason why I'm doing this public stream was because I lost the people that I was connected with on my main Mr. Level Up over here on the Twitter one, the X, whatever you want to call it today. I lost all those people, and there were some of them that wanted to join the group again. And I don't market it. I don't publicize it, and a lot of people don't even know I do that still. But anyways, if you are, you'll see on MrLevelUp.app, or you can obviously reach out to me on Twitter here. I'll be able to communicate to you because I'll be able to talk over here if you're trying to reach me. But anyways, I just want to say it's one of those places it's dear to my heart where what I'm doing right now, and the analytics is what the group pays for. And if you want to join, it'll be available in January on the website. It'll only be up for January, then I take it down. I don't market. I don't ask people to join. I don't. I communicate to people. They ask me what I'm doing. And then if it seems like a fit, they sign up. But I'm not one of those people. Once again, no offense. I'm just past these things in my life. I think there's low vibrational stuff. There's high vibrational stuff. There's using social media for attention, for likes, for manipulation, to make money on people and stuff. And I was never a part of that, which is why my account never grew and why I didn't put a lot of attention. I just think that that's very entry level human being like. So I got to the point where I just want to crack codes and try to figure out things. I'm trying to do something with my life to the highest level I can do while I'm here. Others are trying to do it as well. So I won't yap too much about it. I just kind of want you to understand where I'm at, why I'm doing this, what I'm offering. No, I'm not going to market. No, I don't care about likes. No, I don't care about followers. Really, I lost my account. But there were some people I wanted to connect with, and I'm just looking at things from a different angle now that I've obviously as time has went on. So anyways, let's jump right to it. I will read some of your guys' comments. So shout out to anybody lurking, anybody watching on a replay. Jay, all the Blue Wrench mob that's still around. Some of you guys are really good people still. It's always Twitter, X, whatever is, or even social media, obviously going to have a mix of different people. So I will try to read through everything that you guys say. I try to give everyone attention. It's important to me. It's not about me. Once again, there's consumers in the world and there's creators, and I would put myself on the creator side. I'm not trying to consume things. I'm trying to create, and I'm trying to distribute things. I try to impact that way. I'm not just trying to, look at me. That's not what I'm about, man. So, anyways, let's go ahead and jump to this. What's up, DJ? What's up, my bro, man? XRP Dreamer. Max, what's up, dude? Never got a response. Glad to see you're back. See, that's what's happened right there. See Max right there? He's reached out to me probably multiple times, and I know other people haven't. They haven't heard back from me. They probably think I'm ignoring them. I went into that private group, and that was my focus. And people can vouch for it. And I'm not trying to sell it like crazy. A lot of gratitude. Once I pulled away from Twitter and public stuff, things started connecting. Things started working. Is it AI? I don't know. There's a possibility. So let's jump to Bitcoin and XRP. That's what I want to give out publicly. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to talk about any other charts. If there's something that I feel okay to talk about, I will. But I just have to be. I have to respect the lines that I drew within the group, and let them know. I want them to know that they pay, and I won't kick stuff out, and that's where it's at, and that's if you don't pay, you don't pay. So, anyways, hopefully you guys can understand that. It's just when you do it for free, no one sees value, and charging actually filters out a lot of trash. If I want to be blunt about it, filters it out. So let's go ahead and see what Bitcoin's doing. This is obviously looking very good. I'm going to shut this over so we can open up more of a screen here. Look who's back. Wow, Joe Cannon in the house. I didn't think you were on social media anymore. I have not been on this in quite some time. SD, how you doing? All right, so very bullish on crypto. Very bullish and overall. And these are levels I have been looking for Bitcoin. I think some of you guys know. And I'm gonna go do a 3-day here. I go to a lot of different time frames here. And I'm gonna kind of point out what I'm looking for and what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin. And hopefully it can be of value, right? So, and I won't get into some of the coding that I've been coming across that's been helping me understand this stuff. I don't want to dish it out on this publicly, but there is a certain way that I understand how a lot of this behavior, like how it turns here, and then when it turns, and then when it turns, and when it turns, and when it turns, I kind of understand it. So what I'm looking for here on Bitcoin is I am looking for a little bit more of a move up. I have been looking for this move for quite some time. We had to be very patient in the group, but and through all these moves down, through that, I had to call that was going to hold, and we have to go up. There's reasons that we need to go up, and we are going to go up. So here we are. I even posted on Twitter a couple of times. I said, man, 40,000 is probably when we were back here. I was just making the comment that Bitcoin's so impressive. It'll get to 40,000 without anybody really kind of knowing, and people still thinking it's a bear market. And sure enough, that's what it's done. And obviously did that over the last, 24 hours or so, get to the 40, and now we're here at 41. I think we tapped on 42 there. So What I'm going to give you on this is what I think is left in the tank here. I do think there is a retrace, 100% retrace up in here, and it could be before the halving. The halving is a great area to me. I know everyone's looking for it to go up. I'm very cautious of seeing patterns of, hey man, every time the halving comes right after it, man, it goes. So if I was to say anything to that, I would say I would be very cautious of something like that. It can end up as bait, and next thing you know, it's not doing what it always has done. So not to say that you don't play that. There's going to be things that I'm personally going to look for to say if it's time to get out or whatever, because I do think that there's a massive downfall, massive collapse on all of crypto. So as bearish as that sounds, I just don't think it's now. I think as you see what's going on here, which is what we were looking for, I think that there's a lot of green on the horizon. The key is knowing probably when to get out. And if anything, any advice I can give you, I'd say stay away from the news. Stay away from hearing all the stories about ETFs back and forth. Study the charts. The charts will tell you what they're going to do, ETF or not. So Bitcoin has made this rise, ETF or not, with all the news back and forth. Oh, it's going to be approved. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it's going to be delayed. Didn't participate in any of that. I heard it, but I never looked for it to be the thing. Sometimes I do say, oh, well, maybe, an ETF comes out. I even do it this way. ETF comes out, and the next thing you know, it tanks, right? I'm like, hey, I'm looking for this draw to come up here. We haven't heard an ETF thing. So imagine if the ETF comes out right here where I think a draw is, the opposite applies. People will get very frustrated. You jump in, and it drops down. What's up, James? How you doing, brother? Counting on a 30% pullback in the first quarter. SC, that's not a bad place to be thinking. So let's go down into this. We need to look at some of the oscillators and things like that. I spent a lot of time the last several probably years studying the RSI and stochastic. If there was two indicators that I would say I spend the most time with, and I feel very comfortable with, it's those two down there. I think I said it on the last live stream. That was a couple months ago I did on Btc and Xrp. So the 3-day has obviously topped out on the stochastic there. However, understanding how this behaves, this has the opportunity to kick back up a little bit more, means that there's more gas in the tank. Now, we still got a day and 1 hour left on this 3-day candle, so I'm not looking for it to be finished. Now, if there was one thing I don't like about this candle, and you guys, some people know how I work with this, is the lack of wick on the base of that candle right there. If you look in history, you're going to notice a lot of, even a baby wick there. You're going to not see it too much where there's no wick. Every now and again, I'll find a candle like that kind of doesn't have one, but it's still there a little bit. And they can sometimes be very large candles. So this is a candle here that's drawing that I'm like, oh boy, you just closed out your 2-week and your 3-week, and you're drawing that with no wick on the base. So what I'm saying is, if you go to the 2-week candle, right, you see how there's no wick on the base. If I go to the 3-week candle, you see how there's no wick on the base. Those are larger time frames, and it concerns me with within a 20-day window here. Like, are you going to come back and create a wick on that? That means BTC is going to pull back. It could pull back right here. Now, it's a gray area. It's something I'm paying attention to, so I take it into when I'm reading and I'm analyzing things to know if that's what we're going to do. Now, is it topping out up here? We're starting to pierce. So here's the thing about it. We still got 13 days to close this out. If this closes like that, then that whole wick thing is gone. I don't care about it in 2 weeks. The 3-week candle, kind of the same concept, but I don't like it for candle purposes. I wish there was a little wick on the base. It would make me feel a lot better about it, because it can offer a pullback here. So I have to keep that in my mind as I'm reading. Let's jump away from the weekly, and we can always come back there. Let's go to the daily. And it's okay for this daily to close like this. It's okay. It's very bullish closing a candle like that. And if we come over here to let me look at the stochastic here. I'm going to blow this up a little bit. So what I typically do is I run my dotted line at the top here, as you see, and I see if it's maxed out. And I know it can spend a little bit of time up here and draw across, meaning that we're right up here right now drawing, and we're topping out. I mean, it's overbought. But tomorrow can give us some more green, and even this week still has, I think, some more green on it. So I like that from this. What's up, Eric? How's it going, brother? Good to see you, man. I like that about this. Let me go to some other time frames, and let me back out of the stochastic here. RSI, fantastic. It's piercing the RSI before it pierced. We were looking at it underneath here, and I always say if it goes up to pierce that RSI, it's going to pop some more. It's going to pop some more. Sure enough, it did. It popped. What's up, Sarah and Jarvis? I see you guys there. And it popped. So we're now, and it doesn't matter that it's a lower high, because when it pops here, it'll deliver. Even when it comes down here and pops here, it'll deliver, and then here it'll pop. So even though it's going down and becomes more of a bearish trend, with these lower highs on the RSI, they will pop higher. So you have to understand that's how it does that. What's up, Steve? How it does that sometimes. So I understand how that behavior works. So right now there's still some juice in the tank on this. We're going to close in about 12 minutes. Let's go down to some other time frames here and see what's going on. I'm going to look at the 8 hour. So there's going to be obviously a nice close on the 8 hour. And RSI wise, I can't say that there's any RSI that I see to be a problem where it's like, oh, the RSI is maxed out. The RSIs have plenty of room on BTC. It's not that. It's more of me looking at stochastics and seeing that the stochastics are pretty much topped out. And then you have to analyze to say, is this going to come up here and stay up here and drive some more? Are we going to come down? And then when we get down here, we're going to drop some, we're going to start pulling back here. So I'm in my window where I wanted to be anyways. We're pretty much at 42,000. Let me go down to 4 hour. I just want to see the next 24 to 48 hours. I'm going to see what I think that is going to deliver here. I try to be as not black and white on this stuff. So I call this a spacer candle. So it's right now red, but I like them sometimes like this. High wick, a little wick on the downside. That's fine. It's just a spacer. It allows you to then stack another candle here instead of it always being green, 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 green. When you have Chris, what's up, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. There's it's a nice spacer candle right there. So here's the thing with this stochastic, fully topped out. We're really asking for a lot to stay up here. It's been staying up here for quite some time. That's why we're getting some good juice. It needs to come back down here. Now, the thing with stochastics is that it can either stay up here and drive us more, or here's the other positive news, is that when it resets and the stochastic comes back down here to then say, oh, now it's been oversold on the stochastic, it can now roll up. Well, what happens when it does that, when it pulls back, if this stays here, it doesn't fall, it stays up here while that stochastic that I was just showing you goes down, that's extremely bullish because it's holding its ground in the price. Why the stochastic's pulling down, which means now when we swing back up, this, like I said, the RSI has plenty of room to the upside. I can open this up and probably go back and show you that we are not even close to topped out. As you can see here, we can at least go to 91, and I think it can even go back even further if I find something else. There goes 93. I don't know if the 4 hour always hangs around there. I don't know if it goes any higher really too much. That's 87 and stuff. So I'm not going to spend too much time going back, but we got room. Where it sits right now, we got plenty of room. It's sitting on the 80 right here, and I'm saying that we can come all the way up here to at least the 93. That can be a massive push. I mean, that could be a push almost up to, if it wants to, push to 50, and then it can play the, pull down and go again and drive that thing up to 50. So I'm looking for this to go possibly up to there. I'm not trying. I got what I wanted out of it. This was a more of a macro move for me, this whole thing here. And I'm getting to my April 2022 level. So this was a checkpoint for me. This was my first checkpoint. There was a high probability that this was going to happen, and it's here. Now, let me see something here. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So I think that there could be a little bit of a hang up here as it gets up here. And then there's one more. I would think that there's another leg here, like almost another leg before that retrace. So I'm still pretty bullish on Bitcoin. I don't think it's burning out yet, where we're gonna then get a pullback and test this area. Now I want to say something about this area right here. Let me see. You're gonna probably see some of my drawings. It's okay. There's not much on here. I'll probably erase them, but this area right here is where I think we could probably come back to, which sucks. So let's say this does kick up, which is kind of what I'm looking for. And then let's say it comes and does this, and this ends up happening, right? It can come down here and whip down to that level. By all means, that's what I'm looking for probably to happen. So This is a 30 to 40% pullback, probably somewhere around there. I'm not trying to be super precise. One thing that I read now, I don't look for precision. It is stupid to do that. If AI is involved, it's communicating with itself. It knows to not replicate itself, and it goes through lines of code, from my understanding, and doesn't want to replicate itself. So if you are looking for constant same patterns, it's a matter of time before it doesn't follow, and then you get your mistake. So I stay very open now, and I don't do precision reads. But I do reads that are pretty direct, like, hey, this is what I think is happening. This is what I'm betting on. This is what I think goes. No, I'm not indecisive on it. I'm going for this, and here's why. So I'm showing you right here. I think something like that happens, and I think this can be a level that it can back test to. I'm not looking for anything lower than that right now. So that would be like a 30,000 back test after we push up even up to 50, okay? Maybe 60, whatever, some 50, 60. Wide open for those windows. I'm just letting it ride right now. But I'm not sub any of this right now. I'm very bullish on the market until there is a moment that I will not be bullish, is what I'm going to keep saying. So don't think I don't have targets down here. I do. I have lots of targets down here, and I do have all these targets down here. That's not my job right now. My job is to analyze this, to know if we're going up first or down first. And the way I see it is we're going up first. I can give you guys one little nugget I think is very helpful if you want to use this. I'm going to run Bitcoin okay, I must have had it over. Oh, wow, I had Bitcoin over there. Okay. I'm going to do Bitcoin. I was on the right side. I thought I was on my left side because I have drawings on both sides, and there's probably more. There goes all my drawings. I was like, why didn't all my drawings come up here? This is just the work that I was doing, but these swings, catching these swings was very helpful. But if I was to give a little, like, hey, here's a chart that you guys might like, I would watch it. It's Engine. I would watch it. Not Engine, I'm sorry, I always say that. I think it's Injection. So if there's one thing I can provide, you can kind of see what I'm saying here, why I'm looking for. Now, once again, you don't bite on this to say this is exactly what's going to happen, but what I can see is that this was giving me a heads up of probably what was going to happen. And yes, I think Bitcoin goes up to these areas, which is what I'm talking about, 50, 60. I'm not expecting it to look identical to that, but I'm not ruling this off, ruling this out here, that it doesn't do something like that here. But there is, and just like this injection, I can't remember if it's injection. I keep saying INJ, but I think it is. There's a pullback there on this one as well, massive pullback, and then we'll keep going from there. What's up, Max? How's it going? Brent, how's it going? So this is where I'm at with this right now. I think this looks good, and it's very positive right now, and I would just continue to see if we can get this last kind of push up here before I see a pullback. That'll end up happening. And you might say, do you see another run? The answer is yes. People can laugh all they want. I'm not ruling $100,000 off the table. I'm not ruling higher than that off. That's wide open for me. Wide open for me. I will not rule that off. And but like always, I won't rule Bitcoin going down to zero. I won't rule that either. What I will do now is I'm going to go over into the alts, but I'm going to go to XRP. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop by total 2 and total 3 market caps here. These are helpful. This is Ethereum's involved in this one, and it's excluding Bitcoin. So I'll just say this. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. This is the total market cap. There's a high probability that this is coming to April 2022. Which means that the market cap for this chart that's sitting at 694 billion, it easily breaches 1 trillion. Once again, it's a high probability. I'm talking like 90% probability. So I'm very patient. I stay working on it, but that's likely to happen. Does it tank at some point? It does. It probably gets wiped. Something very bad happens, but time will tell. I gotta do my best to kind of read that and see. Sorry, I'm getting text messages. Let's look at total 3. Come over here. Same concept. Obviously looks just like total 2 in a way. I do have it coming up to some higher levels up here, and which means that some alts that you guys might be in are going to do pretty well, right? XRP, fan favorite. We'll go over there. You guys love it. And I want to say something. I am not in BTC. I'm not in XRP. I will repeat that. I have no biased to what these charts do. They don't change my portfolio. Does BTC, could it? Yeah, I guess, because overall it gives a good indicator. But you know, I'm reading 350 to 400 400 charts, and I'm in stuff that majority of people don't even know about and are in, because of the extensive amount of research that has been done and continues to be done behind the scenes and in the group. So as I keep going here, let's go down to XRP here. And I got two charts. So that's XRP Classic right there. That's right, it's XRD. My cursor is moving too fast. Let me just, I've got it sped up too much, override and stuff. Let me see what this one is. This might be Bitstamp. Okay, I'll use the Bitstamp one. Let's open this up. So last live stream I did, I'm very bullish on XRP, if you're wondering. My next target is still available here on, as I posted. I wouldn't pin this back because this was on my old profile. You know, we were slowly, you know, taking out some of these targets. I didn't give a direction on which ones go where. You can see a 9 cent on here. You can see a $10 at the moon plus. You can see 25 cents, 13 cents, $1.30. My next one, if I'm being black and white, is $1.30. That's what I'm looking for. I think we had $1.30 next, and it's a high probability. Okay, so coming over here, you can see what we've done. This obviously was the SEC pump. Everyone talks about it. I'm not here to talk about what has happened. That's just a waste of time on content. I'm sure you guys know that. People over just keep on going back and talking about things and talking about the fast. You guys want to know some real stuff? It's what the hell is this thing about to do? Forecasting, you know, and giving some understanding. So $1.30 is my next checkpoint, which is, once again, highly likely, I think, happens. You guys know I'm a big fan of gaps. I'm showing you a chart here that has done very well with letting me know what kind of moves we're going to will happen here. So you can see as it pushed up, it left some gaps there. As it fell, I was calm. Everyone's calm. Why? Because we know it's going to go back up there and attack that. As I was coming down here, I was leaving gaps. We tagged those. We left some gaps down below, and they all got kind of grabbed here. Kicked back up, grabbed these gaps, then started to draw, and then bam, SEC kind of, you know, oh, it's not a security, yada, 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 pushed up here. As that pushed up, it started leaving gaps, I might have did the live stream somewhere around here with it. And I made the comment that $1.30 is my next one. I think I made the comment, hey, it can come back down here, back test before it goes again. I don't care. Not looking at it for the details. I'm not trying to do day trades or anything like that. I'm very patient, and I'll wait months for moves to come through, and then that's all I'm looking for. So if you're somebody that's likes that, then you got to be open to the timing of this and just let these things draw, and don't freak out when you see wicks come down here and then they kick back up. So we do have some gaps down here still. So there's a major bar right here. Do I think it comes back down there? It does. High probability it comes back down towards that area. I obviously have it even coming down towards 10 cents. Yes, I have it coming down towards 10 cents. As much as that'll upset you and you don't have to agree with it, that's fine. But right now I'm not there. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for up. And there's a high probability that these gaps up here, as I zoom in here, are going to get taken out. So these ones all got taken out. I just haven't cleaned it up yet. These are available. Oops. These are available for business right here. So going all the way up to 84. So if you're wondering, at 62 cents, does it go to 84? High probability, like 95, 6, 98, 99% chance that it's going there. What's up, Lord? How you doing there? Mike, how you doing? And it's just, once again, I know the $1.30, you guys probably want more. I'm not gonna bullshit people here. I think it goes there, and that's just a checkpoint for me, right? But you know, there's other checkpoints I have after that. I have $1.59 after that, if you're wondering, $1.60, but I don't go there yet. I want one step at a time, and I'll walk myself to that finish line. So very bullish the way this looks. I'm not looking for a major tank on the cards here. I hate to even draw that on there. That's a bold statement. I'm not looking for that at all. I'm looking for the opposite, where it kicks up like this, because I'm looking for a you know, without getting into I understand a little bit of this coding here, just a little bit, I feel now. So I'm looking for the way this fell right here. See the line down right there? I need that on the right side, just the way it's programmed, that this would then kick up right? And it could probably do it this week at any moment. It can just, boom, do it. I mean, it can do it tomorrow for all we know. I'm looking for this line up right here, that it needs to come up here and come to this area. And you see how we'll tag that $1.30. They'll not expect like a little bit of some bullshit, some retracing, possibly like Bitcoin would retrace. I would look for a retrace right there. You know, coming back from $1.30, you know, coming back down underneath $1. I would look for that. But it's patience. So let's look at the stochastics and stuff here. I love this RSI. I love it. You know that when these push up and pierce here, I can show you on the chart. I don't even have them in front of me, but I know that these are big pops on the candles. And that was starting to get a little love there, but here we are back down again. That was in November. So I think that this is going to come up and pierce again. That's what I'm looking for. And when it does, however it wants to take, it's going to send a nice candle up, and that's where we can possibly get that $1.30. Stochastic wise, I don't fully like it, honestly. So it's a bold statement by me, because this looks like it needs to come down here and reset. So as long as this can stay here, cool, but it fully doesn't need to. It can come up here and turn this into a head and shoulders kind of scenario right here. Boom, come up on the stochastic right there. Let me slide this over. Come up right here and turn this into a head and shoulders, pop this thing. So I like that for that reason. Let me go to the 2-day. We'll go to the 1-day. I'll go to some bigger macro scales and just double check things. So I love the 2-day. So this is a different story. So I always check different levels. 2-day stochastic's already down here. By all means, it can stay down here and try to drive this thing down, but I'm not looking at that right now the way this whole thing is set up. Looking for this to swing up. That means that 3-day stochastic does go up, and you should be looking for this to push up on XRP. Go to the daily. So the daily is almost topped out, or it's pretty much has. We'd be wanting to see this stay up here a little bit. We would this whole week, you know, the next couple of days. We're in an area that you should be looking for this to kick up. You know, I have those gaps up towards 84, right? Coming back off this. Let me turn it back on, right back here. They're there. There's a high probability. So what are we looking for? We're looking for this to make a move up again. Boom. And that'll start getting us closer to this, and that'll start changing those indicators for us to start getting us towards that $1.30. Okay. Let's go to some bigger time frames. I'll jump on a different chart, and then we can wrap this thing up. But I wanted to just at least jump in on this public stream since everything went to crap here. Okay, I love this chart right down here, boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. If there's something, so not everyone looks at stuff probably like this, but these are the ones I don't change. So if there's any tip I can give somebody that's like learning charting or trying to get better, pick 2 things, RSI and stochastic, and you don't stop studying them and staring at them for years. I'm obviously several years in, so it's easier for me to understand them. But you don't bounce around and start looking for these like lucky indicators. Don't do that. You have to get one and study it. It doesn't matter really in a way. Just study and understand it and understand how it behaves. And once you start to do that, you'll be better at reading and stuff. So stochastic wise on this weekly, it is bullish to me. And you might be like, how the hell is this bullish? It's topping out. Looks like it's overbought. This ain't overbought. It's got plenty of room to the upside. And here's the kicker. This thing has not topped out since September of 2022. If somebody's like, hey, the weekly stochastic hasn't topped out since September of 2022 and we're over a year, what the hell, Chris? What the fuck is going to happen? I'm like, well, did it bottom out? And you come over here and you're like, yeah, it already bottomed out. And it has not. It bottomed out in September 2023. We have not aggressively attacked this area. It is up for business, man. So all that does on the weekly is just support my theory of my next target of $1.30 coming to fruition. And I'm not looking at any downside at the moment. I'm looking for upside. So it probably just so happens I go public and things don't work out because they've been working out great in the behind the scenes. But you never know how things are. It's just feel like that's how God wants to work things on me. So let me go to a 2-week here and see what that's looking like. Not really liking the stochastic fully over here, but actually I really don't like it the way it is in the 2-week right now. But we just started out, so this can straighten out. So I shouldn't look at it too much. This is this isn't a nice, rising. I don't want to say a divergence because they're both rising, but that RSI looks good. Once again, you go up here and pierce that, you're sending this candle up. And you will send it up towards $1.30. 3 week looks good still. Let me see if it topped out. It never topped out. Look at that. Look at that. You want a gem there? You want a gem before you leave? How about this? How about this, what I'm about to say? This is probably the nugget on here. What's up, Mullet? Hopefully you've been doing well, man. May 2017. I mean, does anybody talk about this stuff on the publicly? Like I know a lot of people are charting it. Have you heard anybody say the 3 week XRP stochastic has never topped out since May of 2017? And it's in direction right now, as I'm making this stream, to go do that. Right here. You see that it has a possibility to come up here and top out. I haven't heard anybody say that. I'm kind of just coming across it myself right now. So I think based off of me analyzing the way this is drawing, I wouldn't be surprised to see that push up. I'm a one step at a time kind of person. I'm not going to jump the gun and start looking at stupid targets right now. Stupid targets are available for crypto, always, all day. There are stupid targets available. But I'm not going to start looking at that now, and it's just not good. You got to take one level at a time and read. So next level is $1.30 to me. So we're going to go back above. I guess we were just under $1. We're going to go back over $1. We're going to go back over $1 since back here. But there's some indications here that this thing is it's quietly doing something that and it's drawn very well to me that many might not be aware of. And I want to see what the rest of this week delivers for XRP. Now I do have another chart here of XRP, and I'm going to go ahead and click on that. I guess I got to do this over here because it's slow down my mouse speed over here at my office. Okay, so let me see what I got here. I think I got some stuff on here. These already got, okay, look, once again, so I got more confluence. These up here are in the 79 to 80 cents. There's a high probability that those are going to get attacked. It's the pink lines. Those ones already got grabbed. It's these ones up here. There's a high probability they get grabbed. I do have some stuff on the downside, so it is a bull statement for me to say, hey, this comes down here first and then goes up. Let me see. I just got some stochastics and stuff in my favor right now. I don't want to bet on them. I mean, those are bigger time frames. I'm gonna go to this 3 day and see what it's got. See, the 2 days looking the best for me right now to tell me to curl that 3 day. Yeah, that's looking pretty good right now. I need to keep it off the base here. We need to go, and it's in a kind of a bullish, incline RSI here. So the daily already closed, right? Everything already kind of reset. 7 o'clock. Wasn't even paying attention. What did this one close as? It's a red candle. Sitting on top of the 50 moving average there. All right, so there's no wick on the top of that candle. The likelihood of XRP it's going to go back up into the green. So it's down 1/3% right now. It'll go back up in the green to create a wick on the top of that at least. But yeah, this looks good here. Let me see what this one looked like. So a lot of flexing back and forth on that. Let me check another XRP chart. Always check multiple charts of an asset to see behavior, because you might spot some things. I'll be showing you guys here my we're going to look at the dominance on XRP and also the Bitcoin dominance here. So that candle's coming through on both sides. A lot of volume happening on that candle right there. Let's go to XRP dominance. XRP dominance, and let's see what this thing's looking like here. So this is pulled down. Sometimes it likes to copy that. Let me pull XRP to the side of that. See what we got here. Keep this to the side. Put them both on a 3 day. Let me see what we got. Let me look at this as a whole right now. Very, very bullish for me on a, see, it can mimic this side over here. Let me see something. Yeah, I don't like that, but the response is up here. There's a response of an up movement, and this is a reversal area. This is a reversal drawing for me on XRP dominance. So as crazy as that sounds, it's not that it needs to go as deep as that down here. That's not what fully I'm looking for. This is okay to lose some dominance. Let Bitcoin steal the dominance right now. How's TNT looking? I still use it. Sometimes I look at it. I do. But it's very rare. The amount of data I've compiled is just kind of wild compared to the times when, I was doing this years ago. It's just much different kind of outlook and analytics. The analytics have changed for me. This is a reversal area, meaning that don't get bothered by what happens here. The reversal says it goes up to here. Okay. From a macro standpoint is what I'm saying. Don't get flustered and upset if this pulls back down too much. It's going to come up here. Is what I'm saying. That's on the XRP dominance. So if that does compress that, I have to be open to this downside here just for a moment. It's just a brief moment. Don't get flustered by this, what I'm about to say either. And I don't mean to be indecisive. $1.30 is what I'm looking for. However, 49 cents is not important to me to go to the $1.30 is what I'm saying. So when I'm reading, I'm looking for $1.30. So however it wants to play around here, it's fine. Obviously I would like to see it go right here, and that's up for business right now, no doubt. I didn't really like what I was starting to pick up on that dominance a little bit, that there could be a draw here before we scoop and score up here. But that's what I have. That's what I got there. Let's go to Bitcoin dominance. So $1.30 is my view on XRP. I don't care how it gets there. Very, very patient. This has worked out just fabulous for me. There's more dominance in Bitcoin, which is telling me that XRP's dominance is going to drop some, which is fine. It's just a dominance chart. It doesn't mean the price drops. It means that price is not moving as greatly as Bitcoin's movement from a market standpoint. It's dominating the market more so. So I have some gaps above here, which tells me that Bitcoin on its dominance is not done. So by that telling me that it's not done, it'll probably has a chance here to break this and go and do a new high, probably even come up to some higher levels. This was my reversal point, honestly. If I was to be honest about what I was looking at, I was looking for this to get hit, which it did, and I was happy for that. But then I'm like, all right, then it's going to curl down, and that's when alts really start to run, because we got to clear some gaps on the downside. But as of right now, I can see I can see where it would go to the reversal here. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin, and the dominance is telling me to stay bullish on it right now. Let this thing keep delivering its punch up. It looks good, and this is just good for all of crypto. Wow. Look, dominance pierces that right there on Bitcoin. It's a 3-day. It's likely telling me that Bitcoin's dropping in even more candles. Let me look at it. What is it doing right now? So it's down a little bit. This is great. Create a wick on the base of this daily candle right now. And let's go deliver some more. So let me look at it. This is something that you would always want to see happen. Candle pull down, leave it flush at the top. That says there's a wick. That 0.44, it's almost 100% probability. I mean, I should say 99, because I've seen some candles close flush at the top down. But it's rare, so I go 99, 98% chance that 0.44, 0.48 now, 0.5% is going to be reversed, and I think that there's some more juice in the tank based off of the dominance and stuff like that. So I think that's what I wanted to kind of kick out, some good analytics forecasting, that I have more juice in the tank on Bitcoin, $1.30s, next move for XRP, and altcoins look like they're going to be wanting to go too. Let me just verify one last thing on some of those alts. If it needs to pull back one more time, there's always that chance. It goes to that higher level though. I really don't need another cup here, man. I really don't. Let me see something. Sorry, I'm analyzing if you're wondering what I'm doing. I need a, I'm wide open for a straight up run here. Very vertical incline right here. The same way this has fallen, look for it to rise right there like that. That's what I have on deck. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to fire away. I won't go into any details because on anything else of these other charts here. If it's Litecoin, I don't mind. If it's Bitcoin Cash, but anything else, Caspers and stuff, I won't probably do. I save that off for the private group. So this is Bitcoin XRP only, and yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and feel free to reach out to me if you want on my Twitter, which is still there. I'm not gonna be on it too much. It's just it was just my portal to communicate at times, but it got wiped, so it's fresh on the scenes now. So I won't be over there too much. Still gonna be in the private group, and then yeah. Anyways, that's it. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch up with you guys on another live stream probably in the coming months. I'm going to wait for more moves to come by, so it'll be at least a month or two before I even would do another public live stream. So that's the latest. Stay patient, let it draw, and you should have some good results. Alrighty, I'll catch you guys later. Take care. I'll see ya.